Hello, world. Hello, internet. Well, a very good morning to you. And what I thought of bringing to you today is a short walk around of the various mods that I've done on my Royal Enfield Interceptor over the course of last 8,000 kilometers. All right, so shall we start from the front of the motorcycle? As you can see, the first and the biggest thing that comes to your notice is this big windshield. And yes, this is not just a windshield namesake, just like how the smaller aesthetically fit windshields are for Interceptor. It may be aesthetically pleasing to some people, it may be not, but this definitely serves its purpose. This is a windshield that I've tested on highways, and I've come to figure out that it does its job very, very decently. Now, if you see here on this wind protector, there is a particular slit here. Now, what that does is when you are out on highways, if this screen guard is blocking the wind, there is a sort of turbulence that gets generated here and here, because of which on your helmet, once you wear your helmet, on your ears you are going to be facing a lot of wind noise. Now what this hole here or the slit here does is going to it's going to disturb the turbulence that gets created here in this zone and in this zone. That is pretty much where your helmet is supposed to be. And because of that, you are going to have a little less of wind noise inside your helmet. So I liked the fact that they have thought this through so much. This slit will definitely uh, act as the turbulence breaker for this windscreen. Now, moving on to the pilot section, I haven't done a lot of modifications here. One of the most important things that's there is this mobile holder, and this has a charging slot here where the USB goes in. Up next, here you have the mount for my GoPro, and what else? That's pretty much how the pilot area looks like. Nothing jazzy over here. I forgot to mention this at the time of shooting of the video that in the pilot section, the handlebar that you're looking at on my motorcycle, that's not the stock handlebar that the Interceptor came along with, factory fitted. This is actually the Meteor handlebar that I've slapped in on my motorcycle. And I've done so because it allows me to sit a little more upright compared to the stock sitting posture on this motorcycle. Well, so I've tried this, I've tested this during my long rides, and yes, I could feel the difference. Now, don't think that the stock position or sitting posture on the Interceptor 650 is uncomfortable. It's not by any means, by any degree. But I just wanted to sit a little more upright to feel a little more commanding when I'm on the highways during my long rides. And that's primarily my reason of adding the Meteor's handlebar on my motorcycle. It's a direct fit, so why not? It gives you that much extra sitting comfort. And now moving on, if you see here, I've added the Royal Enfield crash protectors meant for Interceptor. I'm not sure how much functional are they going to be in case of a fall, but I thought let's just add it for a basic level of protection. So on either side you have these crash protectors. The next thing that you have on the list is this seat. This actually is the GT touring seat. I haven't liked the stock seat that came along with the Interceptor, but this is, let's say, a degree or two better than that. At least aesthetically it looks far better, and apart from that, the cushioning is also slightly better than the stock seat of Interceptor. Now what I've done here is I've added a set of beads, and that's because I like firmer seats. Because one thing is, when you are on long distance touring. It gives you that much more comfort. At least typically, I have seen that whenever I'm sitting on softer seats, after about an hour or so, my bum starts to feel the bite of the seat, and that is very exhausting. On this seat, I have ridden continuously for almost 5 6 hours, and I can vouch for this thing that it has never, even for a moment, after long hours of rides, has made me feel exhausted. So I'm always up for this one. Um, Additionally, because there are holes here, as you can see between each of these beads, you have holes here that allows for passage of air and circulation of air, so that doesn't make your bum sweaty. What else? Let's see the rear section. These are the Zana saddle stays, and these have come in very handy. And one of the things that you need to know about the Interceptor is that if you are using saddlebags, there is utmost possibility that the base of the saddlebags can touch your exhaust. So, in order to avoid that from happening, they have provided some kind of a resting place for the base of the saddlebag. I like that on the Zana saddle stays. So that's pretty much it for now. I've ordered a top rack, and I've just received a top box from 66 bhp, and I'm very hopeful that that is going to have a lot of utility on my next rides. What else? What else? What else? Oh yes, I've also ordered the FuelX Pro from Race Dynamics, which is an aftermarket fuel optimizer which works in tandem with the stock ECU on this motorcycle. So what that does is, based on the way you ride and based on the modifications that you do on your motorcycle, it is going to be providing inputs for the way the fueling is going to be on the motorcycle. So I think it's a worth it kind of a deal, because when you are riding your motorcycle over a period of time, you tend to get used to the way the fueling happens on your motorcycle. Now, one thing is that your engine runs richer, which means that your engine is going to stay cooler when you're using the external fuel optimizer. Apart from that, it has 10 maps which allows for various settings that you can do in terms of fueling for your motorcycle. Out on higher altitudes, you can decrease the amount of fuel that's going to be um, that's going to be injected, so that the air to fuel mixture ratio is at a level where it doesn't stall the engine and makes it face issues. More on that later, but yeah, so starting from the front, we looked at this windscreen, and then I have this mobile holder come charging case. Then I have this mount for my action cam, set of crash protectors on either side, this GT touring seat, and along with that, the set of beads for something which gives you an acupressure kind of an effect, plus passage of air keeping your bum cool, and also it gives proper reaction to your bum so that your bum does not get fatigued in long rides. Apart from that, you have the saddle stays, and like I said, I have ordered the top rack and the top box, which is going to be fitted here. I will make a video when I'm fitting those things on my motorcycle. And finally, like I said, the FuelX Pro from Race Dynamics, which is an aftermarket fuel optimizer. So that's it for now, guys. Wanted to keep this short. You take care, and I'll talk to you later.